Hello students, today in our English class, I'll revise the first lesson of Bliss for class 10, that is Father's Help, which is an edited excerpt from Malgudi Days written by R.K. Narayan. And after that, we will revise the rules of writing process. The story Father's Help is about a young boy called Swaminathan who is forced by his father to attend school. The story explores how, through the events that follow, Swami's original observations about his teacher Samuel get transformed considerably. Swami, like any other kid, does not like school. It's Monday morning and Swami lies to his mother to get a Monday off. Luckily, he gets the permission. Trouble brews when his stubborn father is determined to send him off to school even when Swami says he has a headache. From then on, we see the active imagination of a boy who conjures story after story against his teacher Samuel, so that he is not sent to school. But all of it goes against him, and now he is on his way to school with a letter from his father which he has to deliver to his headmaster. On his way to school, Swami feels that he is committing a criminal offense. Personally, he has no experience of Samuel's cruelties against him. To justify what has been written in the letter, he wants Samuel to do something. So he decides to deliver the letter at the end of the day. When Swami reaches his classroom, Samuel is teaching arithmetic. Contrary to his expectations, Samuel permits him to enter the class. Thereafter, Swami deliberately provokes Samuel, but all his efforts are useless. The arithmetic period comes to an end. At the end of the school, he rushes to the headmaster's office, but finds the room locked. When he reaches home, hearing Swami's excuses, father reproaches him. Father tears the letter into pieces, commenting, "You deserve your Samuel." So Narayan gives remarkable insights into Swami's mind. The lies, which are an outcome of Swami's active imagination, creates guilt that weighs down Swami even he thinks about Samuel, the class teacher. Narayan never fails to capture the inner turmoil as well as the joys and the aspirations of any character, a feature of any great writer. R.K. Narayan reveals the inner psyche of a school-going child. This story highlights the need of understanding between parents and children and the significance of an ideal teacher-pupil relationship. Now, Father's Help begins with the word lying. Lying in bed, Swami realized with a shudder that it was Monday morning. Here, the word lying means resting in a horizontal position, but the other meaning of the word lying occupies a major role in the story. The boy tells lies about his physical condition as well as about his teacher. This leads to the dramatic events described in the story. Why does the boy lie? School does not appear interesting to him. But when his father compels him to go to school, all his misconceptions related to school and the teacher are erased. Samuel, the teacher, who appeared to him awe-inspiring because friendly in his eyes, so Swami's fathers help him to realize his misconceptions about school and the teacher. It is a case of reawakening for Swami. Father helps him to do that. So the title justifies both literally and symbolically. Now let's discuss some long answer type questions, that is LAQs. And the questions are: how did Swaminathan want to avoid going to school? Number 2, when and why did Swami shudder? Number 3, did his mother believe Swami? How do you know? Number 4, when and how did Swami change his tactics? Number 5, how did Swami describe Samuel, the class teacher? And number 6, why did Swami take the decision to deliver the letter at the end of the day? And the answers are: how did Swaminathan want to avoid going to school? The answer is: in order to avoid going to school, Swaminathan started to wail, complaining of a headache. Number 2, when and why did Swami shudder? On Monday morning, lying in bed, Swami shuddered. Swami shuddered with fear, thinking about going to school. Number 3, did his mother believe him? How do you know? Swami's mother believed Swami. On Monday morning, when Swaminathan complained about headache, his mother believed in him and suggested him to stay at home. From these suggestions of his mother, I feel that his mother believed Swami. Question number 4. When and how did Swami change his tactics? Swami's father was very strict about his going to school and refused to listen to his excuses. At this, Swami changed his tactics, and he said he could not go to school so late because his class teacher Samuel is very angry with those who used to come late in class. How did Swami describe Samuel, the class teacher? Question number 5. The answer would be: according to Swaminathan's description, Samuel was a very angry man. He was especially angry with the boys who came in late. Even the headmaster was afraid of Samuel. Number 6. Why did Swami take the decision to deliver the letter at the end of the day? Swami took the decision to deliver the letter at the end of the day because there was a chance Samuel might do something during the course of the day to justify the letter. Question number 7. What was the unexpected question from Samuel? Number 8. Why did Samuel want more parents like Swami's father? Number 9. How did father's attitude take unexpected turn? Number 10. Why did Swami think himself to be the worst boy on earth? Number 11. What was Swami's actual assessment of Samuel? And the last question, question number 12. What picture of Samuel appeared in Swami's mind? Now, let's discuss the answers one by one. Question number 7. What was the unexpected question from Samuel? Samuel asked Swami why he had come to school when he had been suffering from a headache. This was an unexpected question from Samuel. Question number 8. Why did Samuel want more parents like Swami's father? Although Swami had headache, his father sent him to school. So, Swami's father was against missing school. This is good for education. So, Samuel wanted more such parents. Question number 9. How did father's attitude take an unexpected turn? Father's attitude took an unexpected turn as he became very rigid about Swami's going to the school. He proposed to send a letter with Swami to the headmaster. Question number 10. Why did Swami think himself to be the worst boy on earth? Swami thought himself to be the worst boy on earth because of his own misdeed. Just to avoid going to school, Swami had falsely alleged about his teacher, his class teacher Samuel, to his father. Question number 11. What was Swami's actual assessment of Samuel? Stopping on the roadside, Swami started to think that Samuel was not such a bad man. Personally, he was much more friendly than other teachers. And the last question of this category is question number 12. What picture of Samuel appeared in Swami's mind? Swami could recall Samuel's dark face, his thin moustache, unshaven cheek, and yellow coat. All these filled Swami's mind with sorrow and sympathy for Samuel. So, girls, these are a few specimens of long answer type questions from this chapter. I have deliberately given precise answers because in Madhyamik you will have word limit to answer any question. So girls, after discussing the long answer type questions, now let us discuss some short answer type question. The questions are: what suggestion came from Swami's mother? Number 2. What was the relationship between Samuel and the headmaster according to Swami? Number 3. What did Swami's father advise him to get rid of a headache? Number 4. What idea occurred to Swami as he entered the school gate? Number 5. Samuel looked impressed. What made Samuel so impressed? Now let's discuss the answers. Question number 1. What suggestion came from Swami's mother? Swami's mother suggested that Swami might stay at home. Question number 2. How was the relationship between Samuel and the headmaster according to Swami? According to Swami, even the headmaster was afraid of Samuel. Question number 3. What did Swami's father advise him to get rid of a headache. To get rid of a headache, Swami's father advised Swami to loaf about less on Sundays. Number 4. What idea occurred to Swami as he entered the school gate? The idea that occurred to Swami as he entered the school gate was not to deliver the letter. Rather, he would deliver the letter at the end of the day. And question number 5. Samuel looked impressed. What made Samuel so impressed? When Swami said that his father forbade him to miss the school, Samuel was very impressed. Question number 6. What did Swami fail to decide about Samuel? Number 7. How did Samuel look? Number 8. Where did father put the letter? Number 9. Name the author of Father's Help. Number 10. Mention the source of Father's Help. Number 12. What does the author reveal about the students through this story? Number 12. What help did Father provide to Swami? The answers are: question number 6. What did Swami fail to decide about Samuel? Swami failed to decide if Samuel really deserved the allegations. Number 7. How did Samuel look? Samuel had dark face, thin moustache, unshaven cheek, and wore a yellow coat. Number 8. Where did father put the letter? Swami's father put the letter in an envelope and sealed it. Number 9. Name the author of Father's Help. Rasipuram Krishnaswamy Iyer Narayan Swami, famously known as R.K. Narayan, is the author of Father's Help. Number 10. Mention the source of Father's Help. The source of Father's Help is Malgudi Days. Number 11. What does the author reveal about the students through this story? R.K. Narayan, the author of Father's Help, reveals the inner psyche of a school-going child through this story. Number 12. What help did Father provide to Swami? Swami's father helped Swami to realize his misconceptions about school and the teacher. He, in other words, helped Swami's conscience to get reawakened. Now let's talk about some objective type questions. Question number A. Choose the correct alternative to complete the following sentences. Sentence number 1. Swami was lying on a option A. bench, B. bed, C. desk, and D. table. 2. Swaminathan's mother was A. strict, B. lenient, C. angry, and D. foolish. Number C. Swami should have been in school prayer at A. 10 o'clock, B. 9 o'clock, C. 9:30 o'clock, and D. 9:15 o'clock. MCQ 4. While going to school, Swami was bothered by A. conscience, B. headache, C. toothache, and D. fever. Sentence number 5. Father's letter was A. brief, B. rude, C. prolonged, and D. editorial. Question number 6. Swami was late to school by A. half an hour, B. an hour, C. 2 hours, and D. 25 minutes. And the last MCQ is, the headmaster was on a leave for 1. Option A, day, option B, week, option C, month, and option D, year. Objective type question. Type B. Complete the following sentences with information from the text. Number 1. As Swami entered the school gate. Number 2. Swami stood at. Number 3. Father snatched the letter away from Swami and. Number 4. Father's behavior took an. Number 5. Swami went to school feeling. Number 6. Swami stopped on the roadside to. Number 7. Swami knew it. Number 9. Knowing how strict his father is. And number 9. On Monday morning, Swami hoped that. So girls, these are some objective type questions and you are going to solve it. Do write the answers in your English copy. Now, after revising the short story, Father's Help, we will revise the rules of process writing. But what is process writing? A process writing is a number of activities performed in an order for a particular result. For process writing, students are given a flowchart or bare hints depending on which they have to write a full paragraph. Now, what are the rules or the guideline for writing a process? Step number 1. You should first read the stages or the flowchart several times to have a clear idea about the subject matter. Then you will have to write a heading using capital letters. Step number 3. An introductory sentence is a must. Number 4. At least one sentence should be written on each of the stages. Next rule is very essential. The use of linkers like at first, then, after that, now, afterwards, next, finally, etc. is compulsory. They help in tying up the sentences. Next, use passive voice. So the paragraph should be written in passive voice or verb in simple present tense. Next step. The step or stages should be written according to the sequential order given in the flowchart. Girls, you may add your own informative input to the passage, but don't overdo it. And you may write a concluding sentence. Now let's discuss the rules through a specimen. Here's a flowchart for you. It's a flowchart on cultivation of jute. The flowchart: seeds sown with a gap of 30 cm, dead seedlings cleared at regular interval, flourish in wet, moist heat of the monsoon. Once reaped, the stalks are left in a ditch for retting. Loose strands collected from the stalks, sun-dried, collected into bundles, sent to the market in sacks. So this is a flowchart, and now let's see how to develop this flowchart into a paragraph. Cultivation of jute. Now girls, this is the heading, and you can see that I have written it in block letters and I have underlined it. Now let's start writing the paragraph. Jute is one of the major economic crops in West Bengal. To cultivate it, a few steps are to be followed. At first, seeds are sown with a gap of 30 cm. Then dead seedlings are to be cleared at regular intervals. Jute plants flourish in moist heat of the monsoon. They are ripped and the stalks are left in a ditch for retting. Retting is a microbiological process that helps the strands get loosened from the stalks. After that, loose strands are collected from the stalks and left in the sun to dry. Dried up, they are collected into bundles, and now the bundles are sent to market in sacks. Now in this paragraph, girls, you please notice that the first two sentences, that is, jute is one of the major economic crops in West Bengal. To cultivate it, a few steps are to be taken. So this part is the introductory part, and I have added my own input. Likewise, you may add your own input. Like here, I have added retting is a microbiological process that helps the strands get loosened from the stalk. You may also notice that after almost each and every sentence, I have used linkers like at first, then. So you are also expected to follow these rules while writing a process. Girls, I hope that you have understood the rules of process writing. Here are some practice materials for you. Rather, they are your homework. Do them in your English copy. The first flowchart is on preparation of mustard oil. Seeds collected, dried, crushed in a machine, little water added, oil extracted, oil cakes separated, oil kept in containers, sealed, ready for use and sale. Flowchart number 2, and it is on production of steel. Collecting iron ore, mixing with coke and lime, taking to blast furnace, melting under high temperature, pig iron, melting for purification by adding carbon, steel. And the last flowchart is on soap making. Coconut oil, caustic soda and water, heated for half an hour, common salt added, allowed to cool, left for 12 hours, cut into pieces, ready for use. So girls, I hope that you all will do the homework in your English copy. In today's class, we have revised Father's Help, a story written by R.K. Narayan, and we have also revised the rules of process writing. Hope you all have enjoyed the class today. Please do the homeworks given today. And girls, stay safe, stay home. Thank you all.